Namaste, Kira, and welcome to It's a Namaste from me. I'm your host, Komal, and you are our awesome community in this growing space where we're all about being real and unfiltered. Today's episode is with Advait, who we also affectionately call Adu. He's my friend Priya's son, and he's the sweetest 16-year-old boy you'll ever meet. He lives in Wellington, and he's growing into a sweet, gentle, loving, caring young man, and I can't wait to see the amazing things he's going to do when he grows up. I've always enjoyed hanging out with Adu, but we always met in group settings, and I never got a chance to sit with him one-on-one and dive deeper into certain topics with him. So this was a good opportunity for Adu and I to hang out with each other one-on-one. In this episode, we dive into the cocktail of cultures that Adu has grown up with. We talk about the similarities, the differences, and the nuances that he's noticed as a Kiwi-Indian boy growing up in Aotearoa, New Zealand. We talk about the stark differences that he has noticed when it comes to love and marriage. We also talk about the collective versus individual approach in the two cultures. We also dive a little bit into masculinity and his approach to masculinity as a Gen Z. He also shares with me what the schooling system in New Zealand looks like. All in all, it was a great session, and I hope that you will enjoy this session as much as I did when I was recording it. So settle in, enjoy, and let's dive into the conversation. We start with an introduction for each other. Would you like to go first, or would you like me to start?
I don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
You're Komal, and you've worked with Amma.
Yeah.
Obviously, recently, a bit different, but you've been working with Amma for the past few years. I know that you're you've got a unique energy about you that I really appreciate. And I really like to see in people, so that's why I want to hang out more with you. And I honestly, it's nice to have this chat, because obviously it's an excuse to actually get to hang out with you.
Yes, that's very sweet of you to say that. Okay, so for your introduction, you're my friend Priya's son. When I was trying to think of it, I was like, I actually don't know which grade you're in. If I have to guess, I would say you're 10, 9, is that a thing in New Zealand? Is that how years work?
It goes from year 1 to year 13.
Maybe I'll guess you year 9?
In year 9, I'd be 13. In year 10, I'd be 14. In year 11,
so
I would be 15, but I'm 16.
And you go to Karori Boys?
I used to go to Karori Normal as my primary school from year 3 till 8, once we moved to Wellington. And now I'm going to Wellington College.
This is a very bad introduction.
Fine.
Sounds like you're the one doing the whole
this
introduction.
This is about us spending time together, learning more.
Each other, yeah. One thing that I've learned about you is that I find you to be a very loving and caring person, I would say. I've seen that side of you, which is, for me, amazing to see a teenager boy growing up, being yourself and just being this soft, loving man. Because for me, growing up, usually at that time it would be that toxic masculinity.
The patriarchy.
The patriarchy.
Bullshit,
Seeing you being that soft, gentle, loving and caring man that you're becoming is amazing.
I feel like it's mainly due to the environment I'm in, the mainly very progressive environment. As the generations go on, obviously we become more progressive. Even my school, which is meant to be super traditional, we're still supportive, and it's still a really nice, it's a kind school. It's a decent school with a good education. And my parents, Amma and Appa, they're both amazingly supportive. They're amazingly progressive. They're obviously you've worked with Amma for a while. She's the head of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I've just been surrounded by friends and family that have supported me and helped me become who I am, which I'm really grateful for.
Mostly when I've met you in these settings where we're with, you're mostly with your Amma and Appa, and we're in family settings or gatherings or something like that, So those are the spaces I've mostly met you in. But outside of these spaces, are you able to be that same gentle, loving, caring guy that I meet every time I meet you?
With my friends, I feel like I can. Every single environment I'm in is very different, and my friends show care in a different way to my family, and my friends from D&D and my friends from Kung Fu, they all show different ways of care and love. So I respond with those different kinds. Like, I don't know, friends could be helping with some, like helping them study, helping them like with some work they're on, like just like hanging out with them, spending time, similar to family, but a bit different, you know, like playing games, magic, D&D, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
For like D&D friends, just showing up, talking with them, having a nice time. Kung Fu, like obviously like going through grading with them, or going through like the different forms we do. I don't know, in a way exercising together with friends is a really nice way to bond in a way. For example, like I've started gym fairly recently, and I've managed to get 3 days a week with 3 different friends.
Oh, nice.
Which I found just really nice. It's been amazing to just hang out with them, spend more time with my friends. I do show my love differently to like different people, obviously. How about you? How do you find yourself in different environments? Because I find you normally as like you're really kind, you're really supportive, you're really like, as I said, you've got like a unique, like really nice energy to you that I appreciate. Your vibe is it's just amazing in general. I just love it.
Thanks. That's such a good question, Madhu. I think for me, I adapt quite a lot to the other person and their energy as well. So, for example, if I'm with you and you're 16, I will show my love and affection differently to you. And I think I also like take some time to get to know the person a little bit before I like show like all of my love and affection to the person, because I need to firstly make sure that they're comfortable, because in general, like I don't know if you know this about me as well, but like I am a very cuddly, touchy-feely person, you know, and like some people don't like physical touch as much, you know, so I can't just like and I know that about you, so I feel very comfortable showing my affection in that way with you. But that's because I've gotten to know you over time, but I wouldn't do that the first time with you. And like again, like with family, I'll have a whole different way of showing my love and affection. With my friend groups, I'll have a whole different way of showing love and affection. And I think like I've been more and more open lately. In the last few years, I've grown into just expressing my love and affection for people however it comes up for me, for them, you know. So yeah, it's really interesting, and I relate to what you said. You have these different friend groups and family, like with your parents you're going to be different, and with your extended family it's quite different.
You don't treat them all the same. Like obviously with my friends it's harder to give hugs, because some of them obviously they're not very physical touchy. Some of them don't like photos. They don't like taking photos with, like me taking photos with them. I don't know why. It's a memory. It's something I want to keep forever. But like some of them like also don't like hugs, which is, I mean, it's a bit more understandable. But a couple of them do, which I deeply appreciate. I try to get my hugs in. I mean, with family, then they're very hug friendly,
hug oriented,
very picture oriented.
Yes. I love your family photos when you just like randomly post in the mornings before you guys go to work and
that's
school.
So nice.
Tell me a bit more about that. Is that like a thing that you guys do?
Just family photos?
Yeah, family photos.
I feel like we've been taking a lot of photos, like whenever we do something, go for something. It's been nice, like all the important things we do, even the non-important things. Sometimes I'll randomly be like, random photo. We take just a random photo. And it's just nice. It's a memory. A photo is a memory that you capture and you keep a lot of them like in your storage, and then maybe like 20 years later, if I've moved out or if I've gone somewhere else or if something's happened, like I can look through all these photos and be like, oh, this is the time when, this is the time when, this is the time when, and it's just really nice. I feel it's just
amazing.
Beautiful.
And I think like that's such a good way of putting it. Like photos are memories. Like you're not just taking photos for, because a lot of people, they'll take photos for social media or Instagram or to put it up because it's like a thing and sharing.
It's a trend.
It's like a trend.
Get lots of likes.
What you're saying around maybe 20 years later when you look back, these are your memories that you're going to look back to. And I think like what you were saying also earlier about some of your friends don't like taking photos. I also relate to that a little bit myself, because I had a little phase I was going through a few years ago when I didn't take a lot of photos. And I and I think like my reason was that I was quite insecure at the time in myself, and I was like, I don't like looking at myself, like I don't want to see me in that photo or whatever. I don't know, like there was shit going on at the time, like and I was like, I just don't want to be taking photos right now. So, and that was just my reasoning. People may have different sorts of reasonings for not wanting to take photos, but then now when I look back, there were very few photos that I took in that time, but the photos that I took are actually memories for me now. So when I look back, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. And then there's so many things that have happened in that phase of my life, but a lot of them I forgot, like, or I move on, like, and you start getting busy with other things, so you lose a lot of that. And I'm like, oh, that kind of made it more and more clear for me. And I'm like, yeah, I should take a few more photos, just for memories. And even remember. If it's just, places I've been to or things I've
even
done.
Even if it looks terrible, it's still like a memory.
Exactly, it's still a memory that
makes it even more of a memory. The sillier it is, the more of a memory it becomes. Because it's more unique, it's more out of the way.
Yeah.
I've learned that you are a very, very kind person. I've learned that you've been, I don't know, Amma's always been very happy, like, to hang out with you and come back after catching up with you, or after work meetings, after calls with you. Everything, I feel like it just makes her a lot happier to have you in her life. And I think sweet. I speak on behalf of her when I think she really appreciates and loves you. Thinks you are a great person, and like just amazing and kind, and everything that she wants and needs in life.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thanks for saying that. And it's good to know that she thinks like that as well. I think the same way about her. I think like a lot of this kindness and this being like open and expressing that out loud for me has been a journey as well. Like, but as you said, like, your Amma has also played a role in helping me grow into that person as well. So it's been great to know her. But also, like, I feel that in general, for me, Wellington has been a city where that came out more, that side of me where I'm like more kind and more giving and having genuine connections and friendships.
Wellington's nice.
It's good. It's easy to be kind here. Like, people here are kind in general. So
New Zealand in general.
New Zealand in
such
general.
a nice country.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, tell me more about, like, this is one thing I've been wondering. Tell me more about your trip to India. Like, for a whole year? Like,
so I probably won't be in India for the whole year. I am starting with Australia, UK, and Europe. So that's going to be a month when I'll
traveling the world.
Kind of. I hope so. I hope to. Yeah. So I'm going a bit. I'll be crossing India to go to UK and Europe from Australia, and then I'll come back because I want to stay longer in India. So I want to finish that little shorter travels in Australia and then UK and Europe, and then I'll go to India, where I probably will stay for like at least 3 to 4 months. If I stay longer, awesome. But then I'm like, I might travel around a little bit more after that and go to the neighboring countries, because even though I grew up in India, I didn't travel as much in India. So there's places I haven't been that are amazing places in India, but also the neighboring countries are amazing, like Nepal and Sri Lanka, all those countries.
Like the Maldives are a little bit far off.
They're a bit further off, but they're a very common destination for Indians to go traveling.
So nice. I've been there once.
And I don't have Maldives on my list of list of places to go to yet. I have Nepal, so I'm thinking maybe after 3 to 4 months in India, I'll go to Nepal. If I have the money to do that, because I won't be working, but I will. I'll see. Like, if that happens, that's what I would love to do. And then I'll see if I want to come back to India or I want to go to some other place. I don't know. I'm a free bird for a year.
That's such a cool thing to do. Travel is priceless.
It is priceless. That's something that, like, for you, I would definitely, say that whenever you get a chance, when as you're growing up, make sure that you're traveling.
Oh yeah, and I've got a list of places I want to go.
What is your list?
I mean, like, India again would be nice. I've been there like a lot of times, the most out of any country. Like, I visit there to see, obviously, Party, Parma, my grandmother, great grandmother. But my number one place that I haven't been is Japan.
Oh,
Japan,
yes.
number one by
That's the
far.
hot travel destination right now as
Yes.
well. Everyone's going to Japan.
Everyone's been going to Japan.
Would you do the big hike, Mount Fuji?
Fuji?
Yeah.
I'm
Are you
not a
into
hiker.
hiking? You're
I
not
am
into
not
hiking.
a
Oh, I
hiker.
didn't know that.
I'm not one to do tramps and hikes and
Oh,
walks.
I see. So Japan is one.
Japan is number
what
one.
other countries would you like to travel
I
to?
really want to explore Singapore. It's such it's a densely packed place. It's pretty like, I feel like it's got a lot of natural wonder to it, but it's like also got some city places similar to New Zealand, but I feel
Yeah.
like it's a different vibe there.
Yes.
It's warmer there, and I like the warm. I like the warm quite a bit. I'm a bit of both Amma and Appa. Well, Amma loves the warm, Appa loves the cold. I like both ends. Appa went there for his university and he stayed there
Yeah.
during his uni time, and he's told me it's an amazing place. He's told me some stories about his friends and
Yeah.
everything around Singapore. So like
Yeah.
that's another place I definitely want to go. It might be third actually. I think
yeah.
I might put the US in second.
Oh, wow. Tell me
Like-
more about that.
So the US is a complicated place, right?
It is.
Obviously I feel like the country's kind of right now, like with all the everything going on there.
Yeah.
But I think as a holiday destination, it's
Yeah.
I think as a living, like to live, I wouldn't personally. I don't think it's the best place right now compared to obviously the like paradise we have here.
Yeah.
But as a holiday, like there's so many things to do there. They've got so much like big corporations, capitalism, all that. But like it's all like a bunch of exciting things to do. So I went to California at the end of 2022
Oh, yeah.
to visit my uncle and cousins.
Yes.
They're coming here in December.
Oh, nice.
And I went to like Disneyland, Hollywood,
Wow.
went to SeaWorld, went to like through San Francisco, Santa Monica. Those were all like amazing experiences. Yeah, it's a nice place to holiday.
Yeah, that's actually right. I've been to some of those places that you're talking about. I was only in the US for 3 days, and I was in California. But in that time, I covered a few things, and I was like, it is pretty cool. Like, just as a travel destination as well. Like, I'm like, I wouldn't live here, but the beaches are pretty amazing. It does have a lot of nature around as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are lots of places that I liked going to, Maldives in mind, but I don't know. I feel like I want to do new things. I want to do a bunch of new things.
Yeah.
Like the US, I might go to like a different place in the US.
Yeah.
Even like in like the northern area of Texas is actually I've heard it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like around Austin, Texas, or like even like I don't know, like I've heard good things about Washington DC.
Yep.
Like just in general, like all the big areas in the US. I like holidaying in like big areas with lots to do. Just even though some of the more quaint places are more relaxed, I like to do a lot of things. I'm an extroverted person. I like
You are
doing
an
things and
extrovert for
stuff.
sure. Like your Amma and Appa, right? Like they're both quite extroverted people in general.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like the only like the teenager, all the hormones, they've taken a toll on my extroversion. Definitely. Like I've figured out what a social battery is, and I now have one. But it worked. It's pretty like efficient. It's like a new Samsung social battery. So I can go for a while before it's like
actually, yeah.
like I had a sleepover with a friend, and then I stayed from the start of one day till like 4 p.m. the next day.
Wow.
It was his birthday party, but like it was like 4 p.m. and he's like, "What do you guys want to do next?" And that was the point. I was like,
actually go
I
home.
might head out now.
That's great. So I think like I would be interested. This is like amazing because I have a very strong introverted side to me. So I am very comfortable speaking to people and being social. I love that as well. But then after a little while, I get very drained. And because I think that I may be an ambivert where I'm like, I need that social burst and then I need my time alone to recharge.
Yeah,
and then
I get that.
Yeah, but I can't go that long. Like I'm like, okay, I'll do a few hours or something at an event, and then I'll be like, okay, I think
I gave you a bad example because that was the only time that I've ever initiated saying bye-bye, I need to go now.
Oh really?
Because usually I'm like, I'll go with the last person who leaves.
I don't understand that because I'm like, how can you guys just go and go and go and like talk and never get tired?
For me, it's the ADHD. It's just it's the dopamine.
You need
obviously,
that constant
my
dopamine.
dopamine's here. Normal person's dopamine's here. I need to get here.
Yeah.
I need all of it. I hang out with friends, and I think like hanging out with friends is a really nice way to get ahead of dopamine. Hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Like some of my closest friends, I always like try to set plans with, even though they're very busy. They're really good at like they study so much. They're in accelerate classes.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I procrastinate well. That's something I can do. But like otherwise, yeah, I feel like I just love hanging out with friends. I like playing games with them. I just like the dopamine hit I get. But I do get drained sometimes. But the weird thing is I only realize after they leave that I'm like, oh, I actually might need to sleep for a bit. I might need to lie down, might need to take some time and just like be with myself for a little bit. I don't know. Feels like
so you do have that as well as an extrovert.
Yes, I think.
But that's when you get some time when you're done. With
Yeah,
that.
I'm more like 80% extrovert, 20% introvert.
Your mom tells me all about like, oh, you got kung fu, and then you got this D&D thing going on, and then you'll be going to drama classes, and you're always doing something. I'm like, does that boy even rest? Like, when does he go to sleep? Like, but she's like, no, he's very, very active, and he's very, very social.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I mean, I get that, but that's
like there's a
so
point.
much energy for me.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
then you're also like young, you're also a teenager, so I can't get it.
Yeah, I got the energy.
The next thing I had on my list for the things that I've learned about you, you're not afraid of breaking the stereotypes.
Ooh.
Like as in I told about this one thing that you're like this, loving, caring guy, and like, usually like with that whole patriarchy and toxic masculinity thing that we usually know about is, yes, you have to be a tough guy and I don't know, be
macho man.
And angry and like all of that. And like I don't see any of that in you, and you're just very comfortable being who you are, being yourself.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like even this whole the gender stereotypes that we usually see. I know, like, you'd be like, I don't know, should I put some makeup on, or should I get my eyebrows done, or whatever. Like, you're just so comfortable in that, and that is, I know that's like also like becoming more and more popular. I know that guys are like,
they know themselves.
Yeah, just very comfortable with those things. And
yeah, I hang out with the drama kids.
Exactly.
So I feel like the whole alpha male thing is kind of bullshit. I think being a macho man, big muscle, big scary, like I'm the leader of the group, that feels, I don't know, you be who you want to be. I feel like you shouldn't be an image of like what you want people to perceive you as. I think you want to do everything for you, know yourself, be yourself, and just kind of do whatever like you like. Like I get my eyebrows done because I think it looks good. I like my eyebrows getting done. I think it feels better on my face. Like whatever I think looks better, I think it'll be better. Like I got a haircut recently. I think it looks fine. Yeah. I mean, I think I don't think a lot of the alpha male toxic masculinity thing comes from a lot of insecurity in people. And I don't know, I just don't I don't vibe with that. I don't vibe with any of that stuff. I just do what I want, and I don't really care if people like judge me like, oh, you're supposed to be a manly man. Oh, I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's just as long as you're a good human being, that's kind of what matters, as long as you know yourself. And I love that you think like that, because that gives me, and I mean, I say this a lot, but I think that's something I love about Gen Z in general, that they're just progressive, and they're just okay with whoever they are, they're comfortable in their skin, and they're confident. They're just like, I've seen so many guys, and like straight guys as well, but like just getting their nails done and with their girlfriends, and they'll both get their nails done or whatever, and I'm like, like that's what we need more of, like, just, and if the guy wants to get his nails done, it's okay. There's no
there's no
social implications. To just be like, oh, look pretty.
Yeah, it looks pretty, and if they like it, they get it.
Nails look nice when they're done.
Yeah.
Like I haven't got my nails done in a while, but I think it looks nice on people.
Yeah,
I think
it
looks
does.
Really,
yeah.
really nice on
so
people.
it's good, like just like hearing that from you as a teenager gives me like so much hope and happiness.
Future generations.
Yeah, like for the world. I have so much hope in Gen Z.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gen Z and even Gen Alpha for that matter have been like a huge step up in progression from like the millennials. Even though millennials are still very like progressive, I feel like they're a bridge, and Gen Z is kind of entering the new era of progression. And I think everyone's learning to be supportive, kind, not discriminatory. Just like we're fostering a really nice community that I like, and I agree with the hope. I have hope in society today.
Yeah.
I think it'll be, the future is looking pretty damn bright with for us, just in general. Like this year is the year that Gen Beta starts.
Oh,
so Gen Beta gets born this year,
2025. Wow.
And like,
I'm excited to see how they grow up.
Yeah.
That was actually one of my questions for you as well, Adu. I was going to ask you what it is like to be this Gen Z teenager in Aotearoa, New Zealand in 2025.
I don't know. I feel like it's the education's quite tough. I think we have a system called NCEA, which is like you do different exams, internals and externals. I don't know how to decipher which one's which. It's a bit confusing. But when you get those, you get credits for passing them based on how well you do. So you could get achieve credits, merit credits, or excellence credits.
Okay.
And if you have enough credits, you go to the next year. If you have enough like excellence credits, you get excellence endorsed.
Okay.
In that subject, for example. If I got like enough extra excellence credits in history, I'd be history excellence endorsed. Okay. And that would give me a higher chance of getting to university.
Oh, okay.
If I'm doing like law, for example, I'd want like drama, English, history, all those excellence credits to go to law. So it's quite interesting because we're the first year group that doesn't do NCA level 1. There are 3 levels in it. Level 1, 2, and 3 for year 11, 12, and 13 respectively.
Yep.
Level 1 doesn't mean anything. Level 1's kind of a tester. Level 1's kind of like getting you into NCA, into the more formal type of exams.
Yep.
Level 2 and 3 are what matter. Level 1 was kind of a nothing burger. So I think the school felt that added too much pressure, which I do agree with. So they scrapped that.
Yeah.
But they added a rudimentary kind of NCEA type exam, like for English, maths, and science.
Okay.
Which are all, I was very average on that. I hate chemistry and maths, but I love like English and bio's free.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's quite like what I used to love when I was in school, because I was like, I hated physics, chemistry, maths, those kind of things.
Physics is the thing that I'm annoyed by. I have a physics internal in a couple weeks actually.
Oh yeah.
That's on modern physics.
Oh,
so it's about like atoms and neutrons, electrons, all that sort of stuff. Which is it's actually not too bad right now, but I think something's gonna happen. I'm gonna mess up somewhere, and I know it. I'm so scared. Physics is my worst subject.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that.
Maths is actually kind of easy right now. We're doing simulations with ADHD. The things that I'm interested in, just click. Yeah, they work just fine.
You just know.
Like physics, nothing's clicking. But if I'm thinking about probability, it's like I'm pretty good at probability. I know how to do simulations. I know how to play Super Smash Bros. On my Switch really well. I've like been in a tournament. I know how to like play Magic the Gathering. I've been to many pre-releases. I've been playing for 6 years now, and it was kind of how I met a lot of my close friends. They were playing Magic, and I was like, "Can I join you?" Because I played a little bit in year 5, but not really. Yeah, and I kind of got fully into it in year 6. Got packs, got like a kit. This is what a lot of people call the most confusing card game in the world.
I've seen that about you as well. Is that like, and that was actually my other thing that I've learned about you, which is you like complex and creative things.
Yeah.
The kind of things that you're into usually are quite creative in general, like drama, D&D. Like you really need to like think about things. So, but they're also complex, like D&D drama. They need a lot of thinking and backstory and creativity.
Creativity is something that I just love. I want to be creative. I want to make things. I want to do things. I want to have fun with things. Yeah. And I just I like doing things that have so much to do with them and so many variables I can change. Like, I play chess, for example. You can do D&D, a whole nother. Yeah. It's creating a little character that you have like a backstory to. You have stats for it. You like mechanically you work on how that character is meant to work. You work on like how the character acts, their role playing, like that's a whole drama side of things. Actually.
It is.
And then the technicals, like my board game, card game type liking. So it's kind of like a mix of everything.
Yeah, you have such a different way of like bonding with friends. It's really cool to learn about that. Was there anything else that you wanted to share, or did you have any other questions?
How was it working with Amma? How is it like being? How's the experience been? Like spending like professional time with her in a way? Because I've only seen her informally. Otherwise, like I've seen her in like conferences meetings sometimes, but like my interactions with her have been very informal. So I'd like to know like how is she like on a formal side?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. So it's been great actually working with your Amma, and she's been like, we have this amazing friendship as well, but then we also have this professional relationship that
dynamic.
So I think like for us, we switched between the two really well, because we met through work, but then we became really good friends outside of work as well. So like professionally, she is very professional. She's very, very smart, but she's also very, very supportive, and she'd do the right thing. She's very ethical, those kind of things. And there are so many values that I've learned from your Amma, and like we've shared some really great times, some tough times together professionally, and seen each other grow through that as well. And I think with your Amma, I think she has this stable, so you see her in like this personal informal setting all the time, because you're her son, so obviously, but she has that consistency also when she's in a professional setting, where she can be very professional, but she brings in so much like this element of her personality and her values and everything. So anything she does professionally, you won't see that she doesn't do that personally.
Yeah, you still see the care and love and support in that.
Yeah, like so she's pretty much like
person.
that.
Yeah, she is such a genuine person. Yeah, it's so nice to hang out with her. Like we've found like another like bonding ways. Like we watch series together.
Yeah,
like I've already watched Breaking Bad last year, but I'm rewatching it with her this year.
Oh yeah,
which I find amazing. It's really fun to watch with her.
Yeah,
and we took a break from that because we've started watching Severance. It's an amazing series. It's one of the best series I've seen ever. It might be the best. It's so good.
Wow, I'll have to get onto it. But yeah, so your Amma's quite like she's very similar at work that she is like as a person.
She's such a real, genuine person. Yeah, I'm deeply grateful to have her as a parent.
Yeah.
And I think she's a really great conversationalist. Everyone that I consider a friend, or like a lot of the family friends I talk to, they're all amazing at conversation. Yeah. And I feel like I don't know how to conversate that well.
I think you're pretty amazing at conversations, Adu. Like every time I've met you, you've always been able to either start a good conversation or maintain a conversation.
I try to get a good conversation, talk with people, be extroverted, do new things.
Yeah. Talking about your Amma, it makes me think of this other question that I had. What is it like being a second-gen Kiwi with Indian parents? And what are some cultural clashes that you either find funny or struggle with?
I don't know. I feel like New Zealand's very supportive. I feel like I don't find too much difference. I feel almost like a Kiwi kid, even though I'm Indian. I consider myself part Indian, part Kiwi. But I've lived in India for 3 years, and obviously New Zealand the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Indian parents. I don't know. I don't find too much difference to it, honestly. It's nice to have like the culture and the family, and it's also nice to hang out with my friends and be a complete white boy.
You're white on the inside.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, ooh,
the whiteness is dripping out of you.
What are these white things that you do? Tell me about being a white boy on the inside.
I don't know. I just feel like my general mannerisms have become more white. There are some things that I still don't understand, obviously, about like white people. Like, for example, paying for food. Like, I get the
That
the
was
split the bill
so
thing, but it's
hard.
very, very
Yeah.
technical. Like
Yes.
going to the movies, like, oh, you can't
PCS.
transfer me the money, so you just pay up front. It's fine. You pay, we'll all pay individually. This, and this. Like in India, it's kind of just, hey, I got it. You got it next time. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's all very loosey goosey, and I like that. It feels more like genuine friendship in a way, like genuity and trust, and it's a good like. I don't know. It feels. Technically it's more structured and better in a way, like it makes more sense financially, but I think it's just nicer to kind of just be like, oh, I got you this time, this is
so good.
whatever, who cares, like you enjoy what I'm getting is time with you, like I don't understand that. I don't understand how technical they have to be. It's just kind of
And that's interesting that that's the first thing you brought up, even though you've grown up in New Zealand, and like when you started making friends going to school, that's what you do.
like heard like a bunch of stories of people, like obviously seen my friends being like, oh, I got you, like on a rare occasion when they get like some of my other friends, or sometimes like I pay for them, something like that. I just find it nice, and it feels like a bond between us.
When I came here, I mean, when like I was expecting that, like, so the first few times when I went out with friends, it was so hard. I was like, what do you mean you want me to pay? Like, I can either pay for everyone or someone can pay, and then we'll just balance it out over time, because we're gonna be friends.
But it's like, oh, individual.
But then it's like I saw everyone going in a line and then paying for their individual meals, and that was just like,
it's weird.
I was like, whoa, like it was such a huge thing for me to process. And be like, so you're just gonna pay for one curry and one naan that you got at that
I'll pay for my curry and my naan. He'll pay for his naan and his curry.
It's like that in India. We just like,
just whatever. I'll do it this time. You can whatever.
Like, and I think that's like coming from that whole collective culture side of things, right? Where you're like, you're just like family, and you just pay for each other, and that's you just
I don't know. I mean, once I start earning, I'll definitely like try and instill that sort of thing.
Slowly. So the second part of this question was, what are some things with this cultural, the mix of the two cultures that you have grown up with, that you either find funny or frustrating?
I think one of the greatest differences I have here is love and marriage. I think in India it's very socially accepted and a traditional thing to have arranged marriages, where like they're like, ooh, dowry, bye, no choice, yep, we're both together, bye-bye. But in New Zealand it's kind of just like, ooh, take your pick, whoever, like if you like you like them, happy, cool, marry. It's just more supportive, it's nicer, it's more of a open thing. And I feel like a lot of parts of relationships that aren't understood in India are more accepted in New Zealand, where it's a lot more progressive. India is very traditional, very rooted, but I don't know.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. But what you're talking about is a forced marriage. So forced marriages are different, where you're like, okay, I have this guy for you. You're going to marry that guy, and you don't have a voice. And dowry and all. Unfortunately, that still happens in some parts of India. But now when you see arranged marriages, or when you talk about arranged marriages, it's pretty much like, for example, if they come to me and be like, hey, Komal, like there's this guy, he's got a good, I don't know, life, job, whatever, and would you be interested in speaking to him? I'd be like, no, I am.
Oh, so it's like setting you up.
Then it's like setting you up. So then I can say no, and they'll be like, okay, that's fine, let it go. And if you're like, oh yeah, he sounds great, I might be interested, and if you say that, say yes to a meeting, they'll organize a meeting for the two of you, and they'll be like, okay, so let's meet. So there are a few options. Everyone does it differently, but they would either get you both to meet outside somewhere and be like, okay, you guys go meet at a coffee shop or whatever, get to know each other, and they'll let us know, or like they'll give you each other's phone numbers to speak first to each other to get the vibe, and then meet in person when you're ready. So there's that process. But on the other side, there'll be this process where they'll be like, okay, So I and the guy will come, and their families come. But then, like all our families with the guy and the girl, they all meet the first time so that they can get to know each other a bit. And then for the guy and the girl, they'll be like, okay, you guys can go, have a chat separately. We adults will just sit here and have a chat, and we'll just, eat snacks or whatever. And then they exchange contacts and they stay in touch, and then they make a decision over time.
Interesting. Like I never see straight to marriage. I always see if you're in a relationship, you get to know them, you like date for a bit, you kind of take things casual, but like going straight to serious.
It has evolved. Like people do, get into relationships without the intention of getting married, like as in like they'll meet on dating apps. So that also happens in India, where people just date and just stay in a relationship for a while. A lot of people live together and see how it goes, and then decide to get married if everything's going fine, So all of that happens in India. So it's not that Indians only will meet on a matrimony site and get married. There's a big dating culture in India as well. Relationships, all of that. Everything happens, but marriages are also a very important part of the culture. So people do all sorts of things. Yeah.
I don't know. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
It's quite cool to think about. So that's one thing that I find a little bit different, that I find nicer here. But I mean, it is kind of just me growing up here.
Yeah.
Another thing, I think it's been very downgraded here is weddings. I think in India, weddings are much more far-fetched.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, they're just kind of like, oh, you're in good clothing, you kind of get married, that's it, you have food, it's chill, it's nice, it's very emotional.
Yeah.
But in India, you have like a reception, you have like a wedding, you dance, you do like all this dancing stuff. It's like a common thing.
It's a celebration,
like
it's an event.
And it's so fun. I think it's just an experience to remember. It makes it more memorable. I love weddings like that with so much emotion, so much it feels more personal to you.
Yeah.
Like New Zealand's weddings feel very copy-paste generic. But India, you just like, it's so much more fun. And it's got so many more layers to it that I feel like, I don't know, a wedding's important to me. I think a wedding is just, it's like, I wouldn't say once in a lifetime, it can be multiple times, but like if it's someone that you're planning on marrying and you have like a big ceremony for it, you gotta make it the memory for life. Like,
marriages are sacred in the Indian culture, but also like in the Indian culture, it's like everything is a celebration. Like we just love celebrating things. We love colors,
and partying, having fun,
partying and dancing and like
I think it's
singing.
great.
It's part of life.
I feel like it's got more personality. It's more colorful in a way.
It is more colorful. It's
more colorful. I like that. Another thing I find, I don't think I find it a downgrade or an upgrade. I just find it interesting. The incorporation of religion. I feel like in India it's a lot more deep rooted. It's a lot more like there and apparent, and it's kind of like even though I was like in a Amma side of the family is Brahmin, Appa side of the family is Christian, so it's very apparent there.
Yeah.
But like from what I've looked at around India, it's been like Krishna, Shiva, all that like is very important to people. A lot of like temples around the place. But in New Zealand, like it won't be like as big as in India. In India, like funerals and like weddings, they're all even for people that aren't religious, sometimes take the religious route. And in New Zealand, kind of just like it's a bit more underground. Sometimes it's a bit like, oh, they are with Jesus, praise God, all that sort of stuff. But in India, I don't know. I found that I like religion. I think religion, as long as it's non-harmful to people, it's really good. I think it helps people find something to believe in, like like Christianity, Islam, anything, as long as it's not harmful. It's really interesting to look at things from different angles. And I've said this to many people that I love conversations where there are different angles of an argument. I like looking at every single angle of an argument and being like, yes, these are all like valid like angles, and I think this is very interesting. I learn a lot more when I hear all sides of the story. I don't want to be in some sort of echo chamber sort of thing, being like, oh, God is not real. I am open to the fact that God might be real. But me, personally, do not have complete faith in that, and from that, I'm not Christian. I am agnostic. But I respect Christianity. I respect the religion. I respect Islam. I respect like any religion that believes in God, Allah, Krishna, whoever. But I feel religion's a bit, yeah, it's different.
It is different.
Both ways are good.
The intention of religion or creating religions was good, like, and it's still good. I think, like, people are trying to do good, but then, like, when it goes to that extreme of being harmful and creating chaos based on
Harmful to
religious
yourself or others.
differences,
We don't want that.
That's so good that you mentioned that. I think that's all I had on my list. Did you have anything else that you wanted to
I'll check out my secret little list here. One more question.
Okay.
What are your steps forward after your trip? What are you going to be doing after you've explored a lot of areas in the world? What's your plan?
I don't have a plan. That's the whole plan. I'm just going to be really open to whatever comes my way, and I'll just trust in that and do whatever I'm meant to do at the time.
So cool
Because
for that.
a year's a long time, and I don't know where life's going to take me in a year, and what
A lot can happen
new
in a year.
opportunities and challenges are going to come my way. So I'll just go with it. So no plans at all.
365 days.
365
24 hours in a
days.
day.
Yeah, a lot of
Like,
time.
I don't usually say this, but it's fun to have no plan.
Yes.
And you've got so many paths to branch off into. Like, as you said,
Exactly.
like the creativity and the variable aspects where you can do so many things
Yeah.
that are just like, just such a good
And
point.
I'm doing this, so I don't know where this is going to take me. I'm loving this, so
Yeah, it's fun. I quite like it.
yeah, we'll
Organic.
see. Oh, we have a new
Bigger
dog.
dog. Give me a hug.
No, we don't do that.
Big
Thank you
hugs.
for doing this.
They're
That's what
stupid,
it's
they're
supposed
fun.
to be. Yes, it was amazing.
It was
We
good.
talked about so many topics. He's so like you. We talked about patriarchy and religion and politics and like all sorts of shit. Yeah, in a good way. What's more amazing than a talking dog, a spelling bee?
Our joke's so bad.
Is it worse?
A burger walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food."
That was so bad.